New York City, the city that never sleeps, the place where dreams are made. But what happens when that dream turns into a nightmare? It's never been so easy to become homeless here, and no one dares to talk about it. But today, we're going to uncover the truth you won't believe about New York's hidden dark side. Keep watching, because what you're about to hear will shock you. 1. The reality behind the glitter. New York used to symbolize everything America stands for. The lights of Times Square, the Statue of Liberty shining bright, offering hope to all who dreamed of a better life. But step off the main avenues, and the picture changes drastically. Behind the glitter, in the darkest corners of the city, something horrifying is happening. Hundreds of thousands of people are now living in unimaginable conditions. Can you even imagine? People sleeping on park benches, in subway tunnels, under bridges right by Times Square. But here's the kicker. This isn't just happening in the shadows. It's happening right in front of you. 2. A growing crisis. Right now, over 350,000 people are homeless in New York, and the number's rising. Every night, 132,000 sleep in cramped shelters, while thousands fight for space on the streets. And guess what? The most shocking part is that it's not just the poor. The elderly, once contributors to this city's rise, are now forgotten and left to fight for their survival in the streets they built. Can you even begin to comprehend the magnitude of this? The very people who helped shape this city now lie in the shadows, victims of a broken system. It's heartbreaking. This isn't just a few isolated areas, it's spreading, with even places like Central Park and Broadway now sinking into chaos. 3. The cost of living and the struggle now. Let's talk about money, because that's where this nightmare starts. New York has become the most expensive city in the United States. Breakfast, nearly $20. A loaf of bread, almost as much as your hourly wage. Rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan, over $4,000. You heard that right. $4,000. It's an impossible situation, especially when the elderly living on Social Security can't even afford basic expenses. Imagine surviving on less than $2,000 a month and trying to make it in a city where a cup of coffee costs more than your daily wage. 4. The reality for immigrants. It gets even worse. Immigrants from all over the world flood into New York, hoping for a better life. But they too are caught in this nightmare, living in overcrowded shelters, waiting for a spot in the city's broken system. Over 175,000 immigrants have arrived in just the past 2 years, but now they're trapped in a lottery just to get a roof over their heads. What happened to the city of opportunity? Now it's a lottery of despair, a place where dreams come crashing down. 5. The invisible crisis. But here's the most disturbing part. This problem isn't just about the homeless. It's about everyone who's slipping through the cracks. The once solid middle class is being pushed to the brink of homelessness. A single unexpected bill, a job loss, and suddenly everything you worked for is gone. Even if you work 40 hours a week, have a college degree, and do everything right, you could still find yourself sleeping on the streets. This is happening to your neighbors, your colleagues, and people just like you. 6. The story of real people. Meet Lydia, a 78-year-old woman who's been homeless for over 40 years. She once had a rent-controlled apartment, but that was taken away when her leaseholder left. Now she's on the streets, fighting for something that should be her basic right, a roof over her head. And Richard, once a man with a family and a stable job. After his wife's illness, he lost everything. His greatest pain? Not hunger, but the looks he gets from passers-by. He's no longer seen as a person, just a shadow in a city that's forgotten him. What's happening to the American dream? New York, the heart of America, is crumbling under the weight of its own dreams. The city that promised opportunity now traps its most vulnerable citizens in a cruel cycle of poverty and despair. And it's not just the homeless. the middle class, the elderly, immigrants, and children are all feeling the pressure. So, what's next for this city? Will it continue to be a place where dreams die? Or can it rise again and offer hope to all who walk its streets? What do you think? Is New York still the American dream? Or has it become a nightmare? Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. And make sure you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next shocking story. Stay with us, because the truth is always more complicated than we think.